Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
It has been an interesting day, but I'm here. I'm doing great.
And
I'm
it
so happy to be drinking wine with
absolutely.
you.
Yeah. I mean, we are last week at this time when we recorded, it was election day and we had both chosen like to not talk about it because there was so much like anxiety. But the great news is President-elect Biden. So that's something to celebrate.
It's very, I'm ecstatic about it. I think even though there's still craziness
Yeah.
that's going on right now with these huge law firms that are like taking up this case and all this misinformation. Like, I'm just hopeful that, people continue to stand their ground and, fight for, our democracy. And that's what I'm hopeful for. I mean, it looks like everybody now is like, what are you talking about? Like, we don't know what you're talking about. But, I mean, with as crazy as this whole term has been, the past 4 years has been, I was texting with a friend earlier, and I'm like, he's not gonna just. I would never expect him to just go quietly off into the night.
Yeah. No, no.
So, I would never expect that. So I tried not to watch. I didn't even realize anything was going on today. But I mean, we did get good news yesterday too.
Yes. Yeah. About the vaccine, you mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, that is great news. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
So, and I mean, and the fact that they'll be able to replicate it, it'll be interesting to see how they're going to, uh, transport something that has to be negative 90 degrees. But hey, I mean, people that have any type of, some of the like disease modifying drugs, they have to be kept cold, not that cold, but cold enough. So we'll see.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm just happy that there is something that is working, and we'll eventually be able to come out of all of the crazy. But hey.
Right, right. Go back to, I don't even know if we can say normal anymore because at this point I don't even know what's normal. I forgot what
Mm-mm.
normal is.
This
But
has been an introvert's paradise.
it has. As an introvert, I can very much say that when, I don't know, when the world is open again, I'm probably still going to be spending 3 out of 4 weekends at home alone because I just need that time to like energize up to be able to go out and give energy to other people again.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I feel you. It is, and it's funny. So for an extroverted person like I am, um, I think that it has been a challenge to say the absolute least. Being home because I think I'm like we talk about the introverted extrovert, like that's probably who I am, where like I'll go hard like one weekend, and then the next weekend I'm like, no, no, I'm home, like that kind of thing. I don't know if it's age or what, but I still consider myself an extrovert, but I'm definitely an introverted extrovert.
You are very much extroverted. I don't think there's any question about that.
Well, I guess you can ask me what I'm drinking. I'll go first.
Well, first of all, welcome to Crew Bouge.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
You go right in. Thanks for joining us. This is week 4. And what are you drinking? What's in your glass?
So it's funny. One thing that I love about the fact that we live in. So I guess I'm in the middle of the country. With Texas. You're over on the West Coast. It was 86 degrees today. Yeah, it was 86 degrees. But I mean like a beautiful 86, not like a terrible hot Texas 86, not a
Okay.
summer 86, definitely more of a fall 86. Today was
Okay.
gorgeous. I was making up reasons to be out the house. Like, oh, let me
Nice.
go. And so I did get a good walk in this morning. Texas this time of year is amazing. But I'll show you what I'm drinking.
So what are you drinking?
I said all that to say that I went white today.
Ooh, bien.
Babe,
Oh,
babe.
yeah.
Well,
Or is it
basically,
because it has the accent? So is it beret?
no, it's babe.
Okay.
But it actually, I know all the French people are going to be so upset, but it's basically butter. That's what it's called. So that's what that
I
means in
love
French.
it.
So it's a French Chardonnay. Um, and it's funny, the writing on it basically says the sauce always falls on the side. So I'm guessing that means like the butter, the spread, not the sauce. The spread always falls on the side. So, um,
Can
but
I?
it is a
I
French. Hmm?
oh, okay. I was gonna get. Whoa, never mind. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So this is the bottle. I don't want to get too close where you can't see the writing or like go all the way up
There we
there.
go.
So yeah. Um, but yeah, I got this baby at my favorite Trader Joe's. Um,
Woo-hoo.
$7 a bottle. You know, I'm
Nice.
hitting all the low end, trying to get, trying to get a good understanding of it. Um, it's got like this, so it has this very interesting color. Um,
Yeah, like a pale lemon.
Pale, yeah, very pale yellow, but it's pear, but it's very, very buttery. Like they don't lie about bure or whatever.
Ooh, it's an
That is the
oaky
type.
Chardonnay. That's
Yeah.
just how I love my Chardonnays. There's a lot of debate about people who dislike oaky Chardonnays, but
Mhm.
I love the more butter flavor, the better. I love
Yeah. This one is 12.5% alcohol, and it is imported by Plume Ridge in Claremont, California. But it is a French Chardonnay,
okay.
and oh, it's actually 13.5. I apologize. I was not
Oh, okay, we
prepared.
got a whole
But
extra
yeah,
there.
13.5. And I wanted something, so I went in and I was just kind of like doing my research, and I wanted a heavier Chardonnay because it's
Mhm.
still, it's still while it's fall, we've been drinking nothing but whites. I mean, nothing but red. So I was like, let me switch up. And I just wanted to try something a little bit different. And this would go great with like any of like the flatbreads, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
On the bottle, it actually says like a pesto pasta, something like
Mhm.
that. So great flavor. And it is very buttery and very oaky for in my taste buds. I know you love those oaky buttery Chardonnays, but yeah, so that's what's going on. This you can get at Trader Joe's for the low price of $7, 6.99, and that's what I'm drinking today.
That's
So
so good.
cheers, cheers.
Cheers. Chin chin.
Yep.
So I have got,
So what you drinking?
I am drinking a Zinfandel from Rosenblum Cellars,
Okay.
2017 Zinfandel from Carla's Vineyard.
Uh-huh.
Um, well, it is from Carla's Vineyard, but it's a Carla's Reserve. I am part of the Rosenblum Wine Club. They are a tasting room here in Oakland, and their tasting room sits like right along the bay, like in Jack London, so you can look out and see all the boats. Real fun place to go. Fun fact, that was the very last place I went before
Before
COVID shut
COVID.
down. Me, my mom, my sister went, and we had a bunch of it was like a drag queen bingo night, and it was so much fun. And it was like right on the board, like we all knew like COVID was very serious and like, oh, it's crazy. And it was a weekday, so I want to say literally it was like the next day I went to work and they were like, shut it down. But
Mhm.
so yeah, Rosenblum Cellars is where is the last place I visited
Take a
for the
look.
World Tour.
It's so crazy because we're still on fire, but I'm happy for the fact that there's a vaccine and something that's working because Lord knows we are, yeah, still on fire. But go ahead. Tell us more
I'm
about
just
this
going to be able
infidel.
to travel again. Yeah, but before I go into a tangent, because I will get so sidetracked. So yeah, this is a Zinfandel. It is sorry, you can see my ring light there in the reflection of my glass. But beautiful, deep, dark, sort of like garnet, sort of purple. Definitely like cherry, plum, all those beautiful like black, dark red fruits.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Alcohol. You can see how unprepared I am today. Alcohol is 15.3%.
Oh my. Okay, Zinfandel.
But yeah, it's very, very good. The first time I went there, actually about a year ago when I went there for the first time, I had one of their tastings and all their Zinfandels are so good. And so pretty much, I think it's like every other month I get 3 or 4 new bottles of wine. So I have a whole bunch of Zinfandels to go through.
Yeah. I was like,
Um,
well, and we'll talk about how you go through those and do all types of preservation today.
yes. um, Yeah, very good. Zinfandel is probably one of my favorite types of wines. Um, it's right up there. I love Zinfandel. I love Grenache, but like it's just it's a perfect wine for winter. And here in California, at least this part of California, it is in the low 60s. Woke up this morning to like I think it was like 40 degrees.
Wow.
Cold, 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 but I like it because it reminds me of like East Coast winters. Um, so good. I love a good Zinfandel, and I will keep on buying them because
Yeah. What would you eat it with? What would you
um what would I
like your
eat
oh,
with?
you know what? Let's do what would be your perfect meal tonight with what your taste buds are tonight. What would be your perfect meal with the Zinfandel that you are drinking?
Well, would be my perfect meal would be this is going to be very specific. I would want a mushroom risotto and a steak and a salad.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's what I want. What it is going to be is a BLT sandwich with avocado.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I grilled shrimp last night
Oh
and
my
I won't incriminate myself. However, the apartment complex where I live, they don't allow us to have grills. However, I have a camper grill.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that's something
And
you
I
can do.
grill under cover of darkness. But in any case, I grilled shrimp yesterday and also this chicken. And so another thing that I do that's so random. I'm not a big fan, being from the Mid-Atlantic region, Washington, D.C. Yes. Exactly. Woo woo. We steam our seafood. So like steam, it could be like, with beer or whatever. But what they do in the bayou in the South, they heavily season it. Their seasonings to me are amazing on their own, but I don't necessarily want my seafood in it. So I'll get it on the side.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like a little trick that I do. So I have like this extra container of this seasoning. So I made a black bean. It's like black bean, the corkscrew pasta. I don't know. Don't give me
Oh,
mine.
okay.
I don't make it that often. But I got it from Trader Joe's. It's like a
Okay.
black bean corkscrew pasta, and then I'll use some of the sauce and then I'll put the shrimp in it. So
Oh,
I'll be doing like a shrimp black bean like pasta dish. And when I was reading and I was like, oh, this will be perfect with so I was
yeah.
like, I'm prepared. So I'm pretty excited that I have this, that was probably another reason why I chose Chardonnay.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Hmm.
That's
So I'm
gonna be
excited about it. I'm excited.
whoa,
Be
whoa,
good.
whoa, whoa.
Should be
Grilled
good. Should be
shrimp.
good.
Like there is nothing like grilled shrimp. I mean, grilled anything, like so good. My brother Brandon is coming here on this weekend and
Really? Go
loves
Brandon.
to
Go
grill.
Brandon. Go
And so
Brandon. And
I'm
he's a great griller. Like
yes,
he can just love he doesn't it's one thing when you love to grill, but it's another thing when your food is the bomb.
so good. And so he's coming here and me and my sister like he's on the grill like and he already knows it. Just like yeah, because he's so good at it. So gonna
Mhm.
he is on vacation, but he is gonna work the grill.
He really enjoys it though. Like I
He
think
does.
that's the thing. It's a passion around like just grilling and
Yeah.
that kind of like his food is amazing. Amazing. I'm a little envious that I won't be there, but I'm glad that I will be there in spirit.
I wish you will be here.
I will
But
be there.
so, sorry, switching subjects. Next week is your birthday.
Oh,
What are you doing for your birthday?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Mm.
Like I don't have a clue. Like it's funny because they're like things. So I do buy myself something every year. And
What
this
do you think
year
you're
it's
gonna
going to
buy
be a
yourself?
couch. I'm going to buy myself a couch this year.
From where?
I haven't decided yet. I have like so I have all these, you have the wish list that you start. So I have a bunch of different like things that are I have a bunch of different couches. So I'm kind of like, oh, do I want to go traditional? I'm like, but Robert, are you really traditional? But what I really want the sectional with the shades on the side. So I want that.
Ooh,
So I
okay.
want that sectional with that. I love my circle chair, so I'm gonna have to move the circle chair to the room.
Love your
Um,
hair.
my circle chair is awesome. I love it. Socks loves that. Socks is my cat, y'all.
Who doesn't
She
love that?
loves it too. She loves that chair, and it's the most comfortable chair ever. So I am going to hold on to that and the two chairs that I reupholstered. So I don't want to get a large size, anything, just because,
Okay.
I mean, I have a large place in the grand scheme of things, but I don't want to crowd it out. I don't want to be too, crowded. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to, you
Oh,
know. So that's
fun.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to get that for myself for Christmas, but I mean for my birthday, but I may not get it until Black Friday because Black Friday is a week after my birthday, and I'm just like,
Yes.
Thanksgiving is coming up, so I don't know.
I mean, it's your birthday is not a single day. It is a month.
It's
And
an
so
experience.
Black Friday counts.
It does
Celebrate your
count.
birthday.
And I'm gonna hold on till I get me something for Black Friday. It's funny because I have Christmas, what do you call it? Gift certificates I haven't spent yet because
Mm.
COVID hit, and I have a gift card that I got from my previous employer. I mean, they generously gave me a Sephora gift card. She's like
Ooh.
my little sis. She was like, "What do you want?" I was like, I love makeup." So they gave me a really generous gift card. So, I probably, I might mask up and go in there, but I can't try on anything. So it's kind of like,
You
but
can't, but let me tell you, I went into Sephora maybe about a month ago in the city, and they were so excited to see me. I was the only person in the store, and they were elated to have someone to come into the store. So it was like I had four personal shoppers. Like each of them were so enthusiastic. Like I think I even remember some of their names. Like they were just so much fun. Like my lunch hour or my whatever. I take a 30-minute, but it turned into like an hour-long excursion. And
mhm.
it was just all of us in the store, and they were showing me everything, telling me about everything. I got so many tips and so many samples. Like I'm still using those samples from a month ago. I'm like, oh, my skin looks
It's like,
good.
this is great. This is
They hooked
great.
me up, so you should definitely go.
Okay, I really do. I want to go, and because I do have that coupon, I generally will never spend $50 on because there's so many that are good that aren't $50. However, I think I told you about it. The pharmacy makeup remover.
Mm, mm.
Anybody, y'all, get it. It's pharmacy. I think it's FARMACY, and it is natural and it takes it all off. It smells good, and it's expensive. I'll let you guys check it out on your own.
Sample.
However,
Oh wait.
it's amazing. And I think I might splurge and get some of that. But it's funny, part of the reason why I didn't get it initially is because we were going nowhere. Like I'm excited to put on makeup. I go all the way in and fall into, my makeup bag when I get to talk to you. I get to put on my face. But I just was like, I didn't know how long COVID was going to go on, so I
Right.
was like, it's no need of me buying anything that is makeup related, because I do have quite a stash. You would think I was a
Oh my gosh.
mua. A
I
mua.
remember your stash. Your stash is amazing. Your stash
It
so
is.
good.
It
You
is
could open
quite
up your
awesome.
own makeup store.
Well, I do have that problem. I think for me, when I shifted towards, um, because I am still on a journey for like losing weight and dropping pounds or whatever, that's the one thing that I'm like, okay, fine, I can consistently spend my money on that because that's something that won't necessarily change.
Mhm.
However, I'm not going to buy clothes. I used to work for a high-end shoe store, so shoes I don't need. I have tons of them. So I
I
don't
didn't
need to buy
know you
anything
work for
for
a high-end shoe store.
my last job, shoe company.
So you were going to talk about wine preservation.
Okay, so guys, one thing that I would say you need to get, which is important to what I find is I'll just like today, I decided I wanted Chardonnay. Tomorrow, I'm not going to want Chardonnay. But what I suggest for everyone is to get this handy dandy, where did I put it?
You just had it.
Here we go. This is,
Drum roll.
okay. So this one that I have is called the Rabbit. And do not buy this anywhere that you spend more than $20 for. This is stainless steel. It came with 2 stoppers. And this one actually came with the fancy stopper that I can put inside the
Yes.
bottle as I'm using it. So yeah, one thing I will say, you guys remember last episode, I was drinking
The
this,
Porta 6.
the Porta 6. So this is the best thing to do. Let me pull this down so you can see. Okay, so you need to get a wine preserver. This will save your wine for up to 3 weeks if you take the air out of the bottle, okay? So how this works, let me move this up a little bit, is you put the little stopper thing, so this, you put that in, you have the top where it's closed that way, and then the corkscrew part is right there. So you're gonna put that in the bottle. And mind you, I'm just kind of doing this haphazardly, but once you do that, it's in the bottle, right? You're going to take this, and it's a little pump, and it's going to take the air out of your bottle. So please take the air out of your bottle and just keep pumping until you can't anymore, until it becomes a struggle for you to do it.
You don't hear a little click click?
I don't get the little click click. You
Oh,
can get the little, this one doesn't give me the little click click. You have the super
okay.
fancy one. But yeah, so I just go until I can't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's real simple, guys, just super simple. And then this literally will preserve your wine for another 3 weeks. So I suck the air out of it. I will probably go back to this tomorrow because I'm going to have chicken, the chicken that I grilled, that I was telling you that I grilled. So I'm probably going to have that chicken. But just so you can kind of get an idea, you basically have saved your bottle.
Yeah. Now, 3 weeks, that's just for whites, right?
It's just for whites. I'm not certain how much it is for reds. What is it for reds?
I believe for reds, it may be 7, so a week.
So yeah. And so yeah, it'll just extend the life of your wine. It won't turn into vinegar. Which is what you don't want to happen. So, I mean, that's what I suggest. And this, of course, is for all the newbies. This one, the one that I have, it came with 2 of these stoppers, so you can drink more than 1 bottle at a time. And then it also came with this stopper, which is super cool because you can put it in, and it kind of keeps it fresh while you have it.
Pourer, I think.
Huh?
Is it like a pourer?
Yep, it's a pourer.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
But it also has the stopper, so you can keep it fresh like all at the same time. So
Very
when
cool.
you get your fancy handy dandy one, I can't wait for us to talk about that too. But this one I got, guys, at Ross for it's one, two, three, four pieces. No, one, two, three. Yeah, four pieces for $9.
That's good.
Regularly, stainless steel, regularly it's about $20 if you get it like retail, standard retail. So do the work on it. But it'll save your wine and it'll stay fresh.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, really good. And
when you're a single person that drinks wine and you want to keep it, you want to switch it up and you don't want to do any type of alcohol abuse or wine abuse, because that's
mhm.
really what it becomes when you start trashing wine, you know? So,
Yes, and I mean, especially with the holidays coming up. Well, I mean, I guess if you're going to be with people, I mean, I don't even know how that's going to work this year, but anyways, yeah, if you're opening up a whole bunch of bottles and
yeah.
maybe not all the bottles get finished, it's good to have.
Definitely have it. Run out and get it. It's
Yeah.
nominal. It'll save your wine and it'll just make it taste as fresh as the day that you first got it. I say everyone should do that. But
Mhm.
this is for all my wine newbies, for everyone who is, an old head wine drinker. You
It's
probably already have one, but I
a good
say anyone who just
investment.
started drinking wine, do it. Definitely do it.
I mean, I'm opening up minimum 3 bottles a week right now with wine school.
Mhm.
And some of them, because they did give us like mini bottles of wine, like the personal sizes for us to do
Mhm.
the tastings, but there's so many different wines that we're supposed to be tasting outside of that. And so, yeah, minimum of like 3 bottles. And I try really, really hard. Like when I'm doing the podcast with you, I want to try to make sure that whatever I'm drinking, I can be used as a tasting or I can enjoy the week, while I'm studying. But it's so hard not to waste wine. So it's really good to have those sort of things because I hate having to pour wine down the drain. Like
It's
it
disgusting.
it hurts my soul.
And
Um,
even your wallet when you think about all that goodness that has gone down the drain.
Absolutely. And I mean,
So,
because there's some really, really nice bottles that I'm saving to have with family and friends.
mhm.
And I don't want to open them because it's like, if I open it, maybe I have like 2 glasses and then I open something else and I forget about it. It's like, ah.
Mhm.
So I'm really
Yeah.
looking into I'm not looking into, I am getting myself a Coravin this year. Also for Black Friday. That is going to be I've been treating myself a lot this year, but hey, it's another
And,
wine investment. It's good to have. And yeah, I'm
well,
so
yeah,
excited for getting one of
I
those.
can't wait until you actually until you do your demonstration. I'll be
Oh,
excited about that demo. I was like, I might hop on that bandwagon, but I think also too, one thing that I'm excited about is the fact that now Napa will start delivering because it's cold.
oh yes.
Because they
Yeah.
don't deliver in the summer when it's too hot. They don't deliver. So,
Yeah, it's about that season. Oh
hmm,
man. It's good to live in California and we don't really have to worry about that because we're so close. I
yeah, say
forget
that
like
again. Yeah,
I
way to
forget
rub it
those
in.
luxuries. One time I will never forget, I was living in New Orleans and I had got some. I think someone was like, "Oh, hey, if you try this wine and review it on your wine blog, we're going to ship it to you for free." And I was really, really excited. So they shipped me the wine. I want to say it was like August. There was no like, it wasn't like insulated or anything. Opened up the wine. It was warm, and I was just
Ugh.
like, "Come on!" And I was like, "Okay, maybe it's warm. It'll still be fine." It was not. And I was like, "Why? So you wasted money sending me this because like I can't even drink it now. Like I have nothing to review or nothing to blog about because
Because it's going to be disgusting because it's hot and it's rancid. And
yeah,
yeah, and it's funny because I didn't realize that until I went out to Napa and Sonoma, and I was like, oh yeah, I can mail it. And they were like, yeah, we'll overnight it to you for the low cost of like $100. I'm like, yeah, I don't plan on getting an entire case from this one winery, even though I really could have because it was
and
Teju.
I don't know. I think now places are getting better with like the I don't know what you call it, the insulation, the like the big foam things. I mean,
Hmm.
I feel like most of the summer I did get wine, and it was like, oh my gosh, so many of those like frozen things that like are packed around it. So yeah, I think certain places are getting better, but yeah, you definitely don't want to receive.
Yeah, I did one shipment. I think I did one shipment when I lived in Florida, and it was done perfectly, but they made me do it kind of like the overnight because it was a dry ice kind of thing, like when I get my crabs shipped from, when the brother ships the crabs from Maryland. So, they're packed, but hey.
That sounds good as well.
Yeah, I definitely could do seafood. I could do seafood with this tonight. Some nice salmon. Hey.
All right. Well, that is it for this week, guys.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Definitely get this rabbit. Don't pay more than $10 for it.
Yeah. I want to say you can find you can definitely find something for under $20.
Yep, definitely under 20. So
good investment.
Thank you all for watching and
Thanks
listening.
for watching.
And we look forward to seeing you next week. We're going to be talking about the fun stuff as we're going into the holiday season. So I don't know, maybe we'll come up with some different like wine punches that will be nice for holidays.
Or my favorite, mulled wine.
I think that you should make mulled wine, and we should talk about that for Thanksgiving week.
I think we should. I think I should
I'm in
start
agreement.
practicing my recipe tonight.
Do it. So, but thank you guys for watching. Please reach out. Let us know what you think. If you grab any of these wines that we talked about, feel free to interact with us. I'm on TikTok as Rowan Wine. Des, who are you on TikTok as?
I am on TikTok as Des
the Wino.
Des the Wino. You can also find me on Instagram as Des the Wino, as well as my blog, Des the Wino.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram as oh.so.robrette, ROBRETTE, Robrette. So please feel free to reach out. We look forward to it. We got some special guests that are going to be coming up towards the end of the year. We're going to be chit-chatting about a whole bunch of different things. So thank you for listening.
Thank you all. Have a great evening, day, wherever you are.
Bye.
Bye.